And these are some of the points I wanted to go over today to give you some idea how you can make money and what it can do to invest your time to learn how to use the products. The big, single, most important, costly factor in this entire system is educating. And educating is to the clinician, to the physician, to the patient, in the medical world, to the insurance company, so that we can show them why this is worth it and get the positive results. The results are occurring right now. They're very positive. The big factor is, how can you earn dollars for your time? Well, the first thing you do is with an Infrex or with the Infrex FRM and with the Infrex Plus, you can do treatments. Those treatments can be in a medical setting, can be in gyms, it can be on the athletic field. Any of those situations, you would be going directly to the patient and getting the results with the patient. Now, in almost all of these situations, because of education, we will always want to emphasize nutrition is so very important. And the electrotherapy through the Infrex is generally a complementary therapy to enhance the outcomes. Your next way, how can you make dollars? Well, we can expand your practice. We can expand your results as a personal trainer. We can expand it in the gym. We can expand it in the health club. The way we expand it is you will have the ability to use, presently, they're called Google Hangouts. You can always go individually, Skyping. But what this is your ability to influence the health outcomes of several people at one time. Rather than the traditional one-on-one, the information and knowledge you acquire and the techniques that you learn and understand, you can share those with multiple people. That becomes a revenue stream, because you will have knowledge others do not have. And you will have the instruments, the Infrexes, and I say both Infrexes. The FRM is more of a clinical setting or on the athletic field. The Infrex Plus is something the patient can do themselves. That's going to increase your revenues. The third source of revenues, you will actually be able to rent the Infrex, and I'm going to say Infrexes because it's plural, to your patient. Now, the nice thing about the Infrex Plus working in conjunction with the Infrex FRM is the patient comes to see the clinician. They see them in the clinical setting or the health club setting or the gym. They come in. You can treat them with the Infrex FRM, which has a different set of treatment parameters. And those treatment parameters are built upon occasional visits, not upon constant use. Now, you teach the patient and treat the patient in your clinical setting. You then rent to them. You can buy your own Infrex Pluses and rent to them. And that is where you increase your revenues also. Now, your other option, many people do not want to rent to their patients. And we understand that. And some of the different codes of ethics of different professions, they are prohibited from doing that. Well, we also have a referral fee. And what the referral will be is by teaching the patient exactly what to do and following up with that patient to make sure we have outcome-based results. And where I'm saying outcome-based results, I have seen it all my life. And that is where a patient may come in for 2 or 3 times a week for some form of electrotherapy, and it is supposed to restore function, it is supposed to increase muscle bulk and strength, and so on and so forth. We all know that are in the world of electrotherapy. That does not work. We know that. So one of the things we wanted to do is to have functional outcomes. If we're trying to increase a patient's strength, we take a simple little tape measure and let's measure the circumference of the muscle muscles that we're stimulating and we're having them exercise, let's make sure we get the results. That's where on the referral fee, we will actually send you a referral fee for the rental or use of the units. But that's also for you to educate. The other way, you can justify the investment, is training. And we call it educating. And I can tell you right now, as I said before, where's red? Let me emphasize this. There is nothing more important than this piece right here. As you develop your own client base, as you develop your own other clinicians that depend upon you to help explain what to do and how to do it, you will be educating. We have actually set this up so that if we were to do seminars, we could actually do, again, hangouts. You will be compensated for taking your knowledge and expanding it to our base so that others can understand what to do. The reason for doing this is that it behooves us, it behooves you. The better you are, the best outcomes you can have will come about from communicating and educating others. That is so important. We want to reward you for helping others. Now, I can tell you, you can look at my gray hair, you can look at me. I'm 65 years old. I'm not a young bull that wants to go out here and become the next Bill Gates. We're sitting here at my age and stage in life, and I hope I've been this way most of my life. We're not out here to try to make the most money and not produce positive results for the people that we're helping. The most important, best way you can be financially successful is to be successful one-on-one and make your services worth what you charge for them. That is our goal. Not only to help patients, we want you to enjoy doing the work, to find personal satisfaction in helping people where they haven't been able to be helped. We see numerous situations where you have patients undergoing surgeries for various things, and some of those surgeries can be avoided. We see pain situations where we can help the patient and they extend their range of motion. We have little simple things like those of you that may work in the golfing industry or the sports medicine industry in a competitive environment. We can literally take the Infrex Plus and we can take patients that are going out, and we used to have a LPGA professional golfer that we used to have to ship a unit in, and we would ship it in so it would arrive on a Saturday because her back was getting tight. She was hurting and she could not perform the maximum that's required on the LPGA. So what we would do is we would send in a unit for some treatments or to wear while participating, and it increased the range of motion, decreased the pain, higher torque, greater performance. That's what we're about. I'll tell you one quick story, and that was very recently. This year is 2013. A friend of mine over the years, his little state high school team here in Wake Forest, North Carolina, way back a long time ago, they were state champions 2 straight years, which was a big deal. He later went on and played 3-on-3, played at Wake Forest University, played 3-on-3, and only about 8 weeks ago, my friend won for the 4th out of 5 years the national 3-on-3 contest for the seniors. And I mean, I don't know if my friend is 78 years old or 81 years old, but he's right in that range. But what he would do, little simple easy thing, because at 80 and you're playing 2 or 3 games a day, it's very tough on your body at that age. What my friend would do is he took his Infrex Plus between games. He would actually take a treatment. It lessened the severity of the discomfort. It increased his range of motion. He was able to exercise and recover quicker. And that spelled gloom and doom for the next team he was playing. But he did a very good job with this. But that's the whole thing behind rehab, exercise physiology, is what we're trying to do is help patients in those settings get better quicker. And it can be from game to game. Thanks for watching.
At MedFacts, our priority is to educate and inform on topics such as pain relief, sports performance, injury rehab, nutrition, antioxidants, electron supplementation, and electrotherapy. We carry a complete line of electrotherapy devices and accessories, including interferential, TENS, ultrasound, muscle stimulators, electrodes, and more. We are excited about being on the cutting edge of electrotherapy research.